Michael, you played a very nice game on the weekend personally. Do you rate that as your best ever performance in your career? Or?
I rate that as, yeah, it was a good game for myself, but it was on the back end of, here at Freo we're strong on playing as a team, and me playing that sort of game is based on the guys around me. So, yeah, albeit I had a good game, but it made it so much easier having the sort of support from the teammates as well.
Having said that, do you think you can replicate that sort of elite performance
on
a more regular basis?
Or? I'd love to. I mean, everyone would love to play a game like that, but reality is you're not going to play each game like that, and we need everyone to sort of step up and play their role. It might not be me next week, but it could be someone else. So I'm there to play my role. It's not just all about me; it's about the team, and that's what I'm working for.
Sometimes I think it's the best return you've had in AFL. Has there ever been a game like that throughout your career, juniors or anything, where you've had a similar game where everything you've touched has pretty much turned to gold?
No, not really. That was pretty much a standout game for myself. But playing the game, I wasn't really sure how many touches I had or whatever. You sort of keep count of goals because you tend to do that as a junior as well. So yeah, I just went out and just played my role, and and things, funnily enough, worked out, and the most important thing was to get the win, but we were unlucky on that front.
What does it feel like when you're clearly on and everything you're doing is right? What does it feel like as a player to be in that zone and so good in every contest you're basically winning?
No, you don't really put too much thought into it. You sort of, as I said, as I keep going back to, you keep on playing your role, and that's all I want to do, whether it's in the midfield or up forward as well. So you don't really go into too much thought. You just think about the next moment, and things aren't going to go perfectly throughout games, and when it doesn't go perfectly, you always have to go back to trademark and the next moment and see what you can do for the team.
About the last minute or so down in Geelong didn't go your way or the Dockers' way, but was that playing on your mind at all, that you wanted to come out and say, hang on a minute, I'm a big game player and I want to show myself again?
Oh, it is now. Nah, but yeah, I mean, it does play on your mind for a little bit, but I sort of learned something from Nat Fyfe where, because Nat's so mentally strong through mental rehearsal and stuff like that, so I focus on my mental relaxation, and for the first 2 or 3 days it was a bit hard. The wife sort of got a bit annoyed with me being upset and angry, but you just need to focus on the next moment. And being a leader, I've sort of worked on that, and I know if I'm going to be down, some of the younger boys might follow. So it's always good to be upbeat and always focus on the next moment.
How do you do that, Michael? The mental relaxation. What do you do?
I mean, as I said, it does play on your mind for the first 2 or 3 days, but you need to think about the team, and that's what got me over the line. That's what I thought about. I thought about the younger boys in the team, and me being a leader in my 9th year, I can't allow me dwelling on the past when I can't do nothing about it, because it's just going to bring everyone else down. At times it can be cancerous, but you just need to focus on the next moment.
You've been a great small forward, but do you think that playing more time in the midfield can bring out your best attributes by being around the ball more often, and your connectivity with the forward line, your passing towards the forwards? Yeah,
I've said it before. I mean, playing forward, I enjoy kicking goals. I love to celebrate, as most players do. But you do get a run with pretty tight playing forward, and it's always good to go up the ground and get yourself in the a few kicks and sort of into the game as well. So I enjoy playing in the midfield and forward, but I'm just happy to play wherever Ross puts me, and whatever's best for the team.
You've lost Cam McCarthy for the next couple of weeks. As a player, is it hard? A tackle like that, probably you see it a lot, but it doesn't always have that consequence. Is that you just continue to play in the way you play, you don't worry too much about that sort of incident? Or?
Yeah, footy is a pretty physical game, and things like that are going to happen. You don't want it to always happen to players, and you always have the best interests at heart, but things like that, it's hard to sort of coach. It's hard to sort of umpire, and we don't want Cam to, when he does come back, to not lay them sort of tackles, because we really need him, and we just need to make sure that he's in the right headspace when he does come back, that he doesn't dwell on the past and just keep on laying those tackles, because as I said, footy's just a physical game. It's going to happen.
Do you think the break will do him good, because he seemed to be struggling a bit over the past few weeks?
That's a hard question. I mean, yeah, Cam's a good player, and even though he hasn't had the scoreboard opportunity or tackles or whatever inside and touches inside forward 50, but he's still playing his role. He's still putting pressure on, and that's what we really want. We want players to play their role, and I feel over the last couple of weeks he's been doing that. At times you're going to have your flat patches, but I feel over the years he's been playing his role.
So tell us a bit about Sean Darcy. What's he sort of brought to the group in the past fortnight? Because from the outside he looks like he's a bit of a cult hero already, and obviously having a great impact. Yeah,
no, he is a cult hero, especially around the boys at the club. And when he first rocked up, I thought he was this big giant teddy bear, but he's a real physical player. His follow-up works quite exceptional for a guy his size, and we just need him to keep growing. That's the same as all the other younger players as well. Whether you're first or third years, we need you to keep growing and stepping up and playing your role, and that's what Sean has been doing.
Sandy's now out for the rest of the year. Can he do that rucking job for the rest of this year by himself, you think? Obviously just such a young fella, but he's got sort of the body that seems that he can handle it? Yeah, he does, and I'm not one to pick the team, but I feel he can, he's improved over the last month or two, playing at Peel and then finally coming into the Freo side. He's been playing his role and he's been physical, and that's what we really want from him. We want him to keep on continuing to play his role and just growing, as I said. Is he stiff not to be the rising star nominee for this round? 33 hit-outs a goal. I think there was 7 tackles as well. No, I can't really comment on that. You know that.
Have you seen Stephen Hill around today? How's he tracking?
Yeah, he's good. I'm still the same old quiet Stephen, not saying much, so I can't really give you much. But no, I mean, I think he might be training later this week, and it'd be quite a handy player to have back in the side this week.
Harley Bennell seems like he's pretty close. It's pretty exciting, I suppose, for his teammates. He's just about ready to play again. Yeah, it's exciting for us being his teammates, but I'm assuming it'll be more exciting for him. He's been out for quite a while now, and he's done nothing but put his head down, bum up, and worked his butt off to get himself in a position where he can get back and play. So it's very exciting, and I can't wait to see him finally run out and play some footy. How's he been going on the track? There's a report that he was out there on Friday and he's tearing it up on the track. Is he looking pretty good?
Yeah, he is, and he's looking lean, strong, and his skill work with the ball is first class. So we need him to keep on training hard, and I'm not sure how long until he gets back and starts playing, but we need to make sure he sticks at it and that he's mentally strong.
Is he feeling a little bit frustrated that he just wants to get out there, and it seems like he's just 1 or 2 weeks away at the moment? Is he pretty keen to get out there for Peel this weekend?
Oh, well, being out for so long, you want to play any sort of footy, whether it's match sim in training. So there's no doubt he wants to get out there and play footy, but I'm not sure how long it's going to be. But we just need to make sure, as I said, that he's mentally strong and and when he's ready to play, make sure that he's ready.
It'll be a major milestone for Harley, obviously coming back to footy, and hopefully the start of potentially getting back to the AFL. Do you think a few of you teammates will head down and watch him when he does come back? Oh, there's no doubt we'll get down and watch him. The boys here at Freo, we're a brotherhood, and there's no doubt we're going to be with our teammates through and through. So, it'd be pretty exciting to go down and watch him, and it'll be nervous as well.
Michael, is the leadership group happy with the way Connor Blakely's responded to the events of last week, and would you like to see him back in the team this week?
Yeah, I mean, Connor, everyone knows the club put the statement out, but he's done nothing but put his head down and work hard, and I think he did like a match sim sort of training over the weekend. So he did everything he could to put his name up for selection this week, but that's up for match committee.
You're obviously part of that leadership group? It was a decision from the leadership group, wasn't it? Wasn't Ross Lyons?
Yeah, no, it was a decision from the leadership group, and we need to be more ruthless and uncompromising at times. And we thought we, albeit Connor's been playing some good footy, but we had to make an example of it, and we had to set a standard that if you do things wrong, you're going to be punished for. So we wanted to be ruthless and in this situation.
Have you reviewed the St Kilda game yet? And the little errors that were made, I guess, at crucial times, like the 50-metre penalty against Griffin Logue and the reversal when Hayden Valentine would have been shooting. Did that sort of stuff get highlighted in the review? Or?
No, not really. He was pretty smart by Rewalt, but to sort of do what he did. But no, we haven't really gone over it too much in the meetings. I'm guessing we'll have the main meeting tomorrow, and we'll see what happens then.
Do you think that's an issue with the team, though, with so many young players? Do you think those little errors are what's sort of cropping up and maybe costing you in those close ones? Or?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think the younger players are coming in, they're playing their role, and that's all we really want from them, and they're stepping up. They're doing a lot of things right. We just need them to keep on doing those things.
Son, you're a smart footballer as well, and you love being down that forward and kicking goals. Is that smart by Rewalt? Would you obviously do the same thing, just to try and get that extra 50 metres from 30 out in front? Makes it a Monty, doesn't it, going to the goal square? I've
actually never thought of it, but I might even try it this week. But no, as I said, it's really smart, and as players, we know the rules. We have to abide by the rules, and if you don't give it back to the right player, then it's a definite 50. So we need to make sure we stay level-headed and make sure we give the ball back to the right person.
I think Connor Blakely's doctor profile says his favourite club as a junior was St Kilda, and his favourite player to watch was Nick. Do you reckon that might change?
Is that Griffin Logue?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Well, I think you might have to change that soon.